Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to...
Well, I thought it was funny!
G'day, folks. Time is 10:53 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 24th of July, 2026. Now, that, of course, means it must be the 25th for our time-traveling friends on the other side of the world there. Big hello to every single one of you. Gigantic hello to that city with the most community members worldwide, and that city being Melbourne, Australia. I hope everybody's doing great no matter where you're from. I am Lee. I'm the guy that started this community. Well, I thought it was funny. You folks are you, and you folks are the reason why it's funny. And how do I know that? Well, the part about you being you, well, if I was funny, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. So I'm going to assume that you are you on that. And the funny part, well, we were not funny here until you got here, and we're funny now. So as cheesy as that sounds, it's pretty much good math showing that you, my friends, are funny. I think it's science. Cheers to you. Before we get anywhere, I'm going to ask something I always ask in these videos. Can you please do me a quick favor? Please click the like button, the thumbs up button, the heart button, whatever it might be. Please click the reaction button on this video so I know that you're out there. Apparently, that's supposed to help me with the algorithm. And if it does, well, it's excellent because I need all the help I can get. If you're on Facebook, please follow me. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. That would be amazing. I'm trying to get to 500 followers on Facebook, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm getting kind of close on Facebook, and I still got quite a ways to go on YouTube, but please, I appreciate that very much. Now, I appreciate you no matter what anyways, my friends, whether or not you do all that stuff, but if you do that stuff, it's really going to help me out. All right, enough of me begging. I hope you're all doing fantastic. What's happening in your lives, my friends? For myself, not a lot. We are very smoky right now. We have air quality warning in effect. This is due to fires all over North America. It's making life tough for everybody. So, yeah, I'm a little hoarse this morning. I don't mean a little tiny pony, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I had my throat sore from the smoke particles. I'm a little sensitive to the to bad air quality because I've got some breathing issues. Nothing hugely horrible that I have to worry about, but it's just something that causes issues. So there's that. That's what's going on right now. A lot of smoke. I will not be going outside. If I do, I won't be going out for long today, just to avoid that as much as possible. There's kind of an orange tint to the air, the sun. You don't really see the sun. It's just sort of an orange tint to the air right now. It just feels like it's cloudy, even though it's not. Woe is me, right? Sorry about that. I don't mean to whine. Just let you know what's happening here. Now, last night, I watched a great horror movie. Now, I don't know if you folks like horror movies, but if you do like horror movies, one that I watched last night is one that I will suggest. It is called The Void. It's from 2016. It is a Lovecraft-style horror. Now, it's not actually Lovecraft. Like, it's not written by Lovecraft. It doesn't take place in the Lovecraft universe. But at the same time, it is very reminiscent of a Lovecraft style. You know, the body horror and the creatures and stuff like that. Really cool. I'd seen it before, but it had been quite a while. And I was looking for something to watch last night because, well, it was smoky and I didn't want to do anything else. So, I'm glad I did watch it, and it's been about 5 years since I watched the movie. Really suggest it if you like horror movies. It's just fantastic. It just happens to be a Canadian movie, but that's not why I'm suggesting it. But, I mean, that's just an added bonus. Really well written, well acted. I enjoy it. It's a great movie, and I know a couple other people that have watched it, and they say the same thing. So if you're looking for a horror movie to watch, that's a good one to watch. Now, I'm kind of doing a mini Summerween celebration this year. Very mini, really mini. What is that? It's like Halloween in summer. Why? Because why not, folks? Let's have some fun in life. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times, and I heard of this, other people doing this, so I thought I'll do a mini version of it. Now, day before yesterday, sorry, I went out and I purchased a carvable foam pumpkin. I think they're also known as, pumpkin, also known as Funkins, I think. Now, I am going to carve that for Summerween, but at the same time, I'll have it for Halloween also. So, yeah, just having some fun, you know. You got to have some fun here, especially when you can't really do much. Now, I do need to buy a tool called a hot knife tool. No, not those hot knives. But I have to get a hot knife tool. Now, any crafters out there that have any suggestions for one that won't break the bank, but it'll do the job well, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment on today's video, please. So yeah, that's what I'm at. That's what I might be up to today. Well, I'm not going to go out and grab one of those hot knife tools today because I don't want to go out in the smoke. But I mean, if I get a couple ideas as to which ones I should be looking at, there's some craft stores in town that I will go to and pick one up. So yeah, I'd love to hear your input. And what do you think of that idea of Summerween? I mean, what do you think? Do you like Halloween? Not everybody does, and I completely understand that. And I know not everybody loves horror movies, but I do. And what's your feeling on horror movies? You got any fun? Any favorite horror movies? I would love to hear your favorite horror movies. Got started here, my friends. Also, and this is something I always want to hear, what are your favorite funny movies and or TV shows? Leave a comment on today's video. Favorite horror movies if you got one. Favorite funny movies if you want to share. Favorite funny TV shows if you watch TV. I'd love to hear it, folks. Please leave a comment on today's video. That would be amazing. All right, so what else is going on? Big news, big news, big news from Michelle Finnerty. She is a new aunt. That's right. She's got a new nephew by the name of Jack. Here's a great photo of her holding Jack. Congratulations. Great photo too. Thanks for sharing. Happy days, eh, folks? That's awesome. Let's see what else is happening. I got a couple photos of Thatcher and Morrison. Morrison and Thatcher. Let's do it alphabetical. I was sitting around. They were being cats and existing being cute, so I snapped 2 photos. We're going to start off with Morrison. Look at this guy. Oh my God, he's such a handsome boy. What a goofball. And the next one is our little girl, Thatcher. Oh, I love them both. Thatcher always looks angry, though. You know, I'd love to see your pets, my friends. I do have a triple dog, triple cat, triple hog, triple bat, triple any animal, mineral, or plant that you consider a pet. Dare you to send in photos of your pets? You know, that dare's out there floating. Why don't you send in photos of your pets? Send those to pets@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I would love to see them. You can leave them as a comment on today's video too. You know, just down below there, leave a comment, attach those photos. I want to see your pets, my friends. Please. You got any funny stories? Do you have any funny jokes? Do you have any funny videos you want to share? Do you have any cool videos you want to share? They don't have to be funny. I want to hear about you. You can send videos. You can send photos. You can send all that stuff to a new email address that we have, share@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Use either one of those or attach your stuff to the comments. I'm going to make it easy for you to share your stuff with me. I want to make the funniest city on the internet, the friendliest city on the internet. And I think we might be able to do that by getting to know one another. That's just my idea. I could be wrong, but folks, please help me out. Please. All right. Do we have anything else going on? You know, I think we do. What we do have going on are some featured posts. I've got 4 featured posts today. I've got a featured post from Charles Rabb. I've got a featured post from Douglas Cumpston. I've got a featured post from Jimm Girdler. And I got a featured post from Michelle Finnerty. Let's start off with Charles Rabb's post here. I'll bring it up right now. All right, thank you so very much, Charles. Next one is from Douglas Cumpston. True story. Thank you, Douglas. Now, our next one is from Jimm Girdler. Yes, it's true. Why do you follow me if you don't like it? Thanks, Jim. And our 4th and final, but not least, is from Michelle Finnerty. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Can I pet that dog? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Charles. And folks, thank you to you for all those funny posts that you share. It's because of you that not only do we have over 950,000 community members in this community of ours, we have 1.5 million on average visitors every day. Just looking for something to make them laugh. That is incredible. And because of that, I think I should maybe share with you some bad jokes. If chocolate were a person, its pronouns would be her and she. I was laying on the lawn chair wondering why that frisbee was getting bigger, and then it hit me. I wrote a sausage joke, but I decided I'm not going to tell it. It's the worst. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot. Parallel lines have so much in common, it's just a shame that they'll never meet. Hope you got a couple of chuckles there, friends. My first joke was one I got from my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy. The next 4 ones are just jokes I found out there on the interwebs. If you've got some jokes you want me to tell, please leave them as a comment on today's video or send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I really want to tell your jokes, folks. And friends, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these stale jokes just for you. If you're having a good time and you'd like to show your appreciation, please consider dropping a couple of bucks in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep our joke machine rolling, and keeping our imaginary cow fed. But friends, the most important thing to me is that you keep laughing. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. My throat's really bugging me right now. Sorry, folks. Like, the smoke is really, really bad. I'm going to say something about the smoke, though. This is just a hypothetical situation, and you can apply it anywhere you want, or you can just ignore me. Might be a little bit political, but I want to do it in a nice way. If your neighbor's house was on fire, would you, A, bitch and complain to them about the smoke, bothering you and upsetting you and making your life terrible? Or B, call the fire department, offer help, make sure they're okay? Which one would you do? Which one would a good person do? Just saying, my friends. Anyways, that is a really big digression. I apologize. But yeah, we're suffering here. Everybody's suffering from the smoke. So not a woe is me. It's just what's happening here. So I do apologize. I am feeling really, really kind of hoarse. No, once again, not like that kind of hoarse. Folks, I want to say thank you again for making us the funniest city on the internet. I mean, you folks absolutely rock. You make me so happy. Every day I see how many people are here and I see how many people get laughs from here. And that was been my plan, was to make people laugh. Most of my life, my plan is to make people laugh. And you folks made that happen. So thank you so very much. Thanks for rocking. I'm going to be here again in a couple of days. I'm planning on being here on Sunday, my friends. And I really hope you're going to be here. Of course, it'll be Monday for our friends in Melbourne. Have a great couple of days, friends. And in the meantime and between time, keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.